Hi and welcome back everybody to another reaction video where we try to learn something new and to spread history on YouTube. Okay, as you saw, approximately 1,300 people have answered in the last polls that they wanted this video to be covered next from Epic Rap Battles of History, and it's called Eastern Philosophers versus Western Philosophers. If you want to check out the other results, like who had better costumes, who won, who was better at attacking or defending in the last video, you can check it out. And as always, there are going to be polls up in the upper corner of the video. You can choose who's next, who won, who was better at attacking, who was better at defending, and so on. So I would really appreciate your input. Okay, so Eastern philosophers and Western philosophers. I'm really interested which ones they're going to take. And maybe as expected, I as a European know more probably about Western philosophers than Eastern philosophers. As always, we're going to check the video out, and then at the end, I'm going to give maybe some opinions or interesting things that I know about individuals in the video. If you have something interesting to share with us, with our community, please just write it down in the comment section below. Especially if you study philosophy, or you studied philosophy, or you know a lot about somebody from the people that are mentioned in the video. I would really appreciate it, and I think that my community is also going to appreciate it. If you want to be a part of this community of history lovers, history fans, if you want to discuss other topics that are going to come up in other videos, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out new videos when they come out. Okay, and yeah, let's jump into the video. Let's see who and what they got. Sun Tzu, Art of War, Übermensch, Greece, France.
They're French henchmen. We got the wisdom and the wit that even I couldn't question. Dropping Western medicine on these East infections. You've never been a type of mental brethren. We're better thinkers, better speakers, better men.
This type of arrogance is sure to be expected from men who speak of wisdom with no clue of what respect is.
You Westerners are sloppy, needing discipline in life. You lack control of yourselves and of the mic.
While we use precise strikes to disrupt your concentration, and you and ass whipping our descendants will honor for generations. We build a nation
with patience
and the presence for living,
and you'll never hold a candle
to the wisdom we've written.
The Art of War,
you can bow
Sun
and
Tzu.
kowtow to, and I squat down and squeeze out a Tao of Pu and Lao Tzu. You need to take control of the life you're given. They call me Uber Mensch, cause I'm so driven. So confronting conformists like you, it's my job. Got a sharp wit like a spit, it'll skewer you like a Confucius kebab. You flub the mission of beating your submissive ass into submission. Dishing out more dishes and letters and pamphlets and plays I've been published. Now that we've covered the two yin and yang, I can move on to Jackie Chan. Sun Tzu, I'll be picking apart your wool with my method. Man, the seminal general isn't so tough on the mic. All your men must be like, yo, what happened? You're pitiful lyrically, lucky for history, you didn't author the art of rapping.
Bitch, I wrote the art of war, so you better get your guns out. These white boys getting burned, cause guess what? Now the sun's out. Asians spitting sick, but no, this isn't SARS. Loud C, kick the beat, now Confucius drop some bars. Let me be candid with you, Voltaire. Friendship with the egg noodle hair. Your ego's just so distracting. Free speech doesn't mean just keep yapping. And you killed God, so I gotta ask, did he die ashamed when he made your mustache? You try to plant a new German psyche, but you just grew hate me, no, they're right. And it all starts with you, you're the father, Socrates. Honestly, I think you owe both of your students here an apology.
I wouldn't exactly call myself a student of this breed. Don't make Nietzsche come over and put a knee up in your tree. Cause I'm N-I-E-T-C-S-C-H-E, and I'll ain't any motherfucker like my name in a spelling bee. Bitch, I'm toxic like a hemlock sip. Hang a sandal on the door cause you can
what? Now they're fighting each other.
You're making things a little tense. Come, let's blind these Chinese heinies with some shiny, bright enlightenment. I'll not be taught camaraderie from a fraud who rigged the lottery. You make a mockery of ethics, so keep your fat nose in your coffee. Let me be frank. Don't start beef with B. Frank. Who hangs with B. Franks? Giving ladies B. Franks.
I have turned them on themselves.
Benjamin.
Their chaos is our opportunity.
You must remember, a bowl is most useful when it is empty.
Lao Tzu, I don't mean no disrespect, but you need to fill your bowl with some shit that makes some sense.
Oh, you don't wanna stand in the path of Lao Tzu. Today I'll make you move, bitch. Get out the way.
Yo, where is the tradition of rap battles? Is it written that two dudes on the same team should squabble like some clucking chickens? Man, Confucius, you always trying to put something in its place. Why don't you tell your eyebrows they need to feel better on your face? Okay, I see you wanna make it like that. I'll smack that warmongering head out of your to-go box tag. So here's the real golden rule. I'm way above you weak rookies. Confucius say you can all hold these fortune cookies.
What is winning? Who is
What is winning?
Jokasa! Albert! Warrior! Rock bottles of history!
Nice one. I like the costumes. I like how they make the costumes, and it really kind of reflects all the pictures that we have in mind when we think about those people at that time. As always, polls are going to be up in the upper corner of the video. Just click on the I button or whatever it's displayed on your device, and then you can pick who's next and so on. So, there's a lot to say, and it was kind of quick and too much information at once. So I'm just gonna start with something that I know about those people. So, with the Western philosophers, and as I said, like philosophy students, people who studied philosophy and so on, I'm not trying to get into philosophy more into history, because I know philosophy is pretty hard and I will probably get something really wrong. So in Western, on the Western philosophical part, we had Socrates, Voltaire, and Nietzsche. So let's start with Socrates. Okay, he is known for his ethics and epistemology, as far as I know, and he lived approximately 6th century BC. And he was actually also known, or he is said to be the father of Western philosophy. So, like one of the first bigger philosophers that emerged and had a big influence on his time period and on future philosophers and so on. And then we have Friedrich Nietzsche, and of course he mentioned Übermensch and so on, and he's also known for, and he was alive, or he worked or whatever. He was in approximately mid-19th century, and he is known for his nihilism and the famous saying, God is dead. He was also firmly atheistic, so no God and so on. And as far as I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, he always actually said that kind of religion should be replaced by art or something like that, because the art can also inspire people like religion and so on. Regarding Voltaire, he was at the beginning of the... he was with mid or the beginning and mid of the 18th century. The interesting thing about Voltaire is actually that he was imprisoned at the Bastille, the famous prison in France, for some time, and then after he was released, he took the pseudonym Voltaire, and that's actually not his real name. I'm probably going to get it wrong, but I do not know French, but it's something like François-Marie Arouet. François-Marie Arouet is actually his real name, and as I said, he took that pseudonym or that other name, actually to publish his books, to not get imprisoned again because of his ideas. And he's also known for because he was one of the first of the French Enlightenment age, and he was also a big proponent of free speech, the freedom of speech, and so on. And he also believed in the separation between church and state, which is kind of also like in today's discussion or in today's politics world, war, whatever you would like to call it. And yeah, did I say, yeah, he was in the Prussian court under Frederick the Great for some time. And I think that somebody mentioned it. He was actually sent off of the property of Frederick the Great. He didn't want him at first. First when they met, they were like, "Oh, great, yo, buddy, what's up?" And they were in good terms. But then after an accusation from I think what is it called? I always get that word wrong. Juwelier. So person who's selling diamonds and necklaces and gold and so on. That he stole something from that, and then Friedrich sent him away back. I think he got back to France. Woo! Now we go to Eastern philosophers. I'm just gonna go a little bit back. Lao Tzu. The only thing I know about Lao Tzu, try to get when you vote, who won? Try to get away with your biases. If you're like, I don't know, from Asia, don't vote on like Eastern philosophers just because you're from Asia, or otherwise if you're from Europe or I don't know, Canada or US, don't just vote for Western philosophers because they're Western. Lao Tzu, the only thing, I think that Confucius, Lao Tzu, and Sun Tzu were all approximately in the 6th century BC, 5th, 6th century BC. I'm not sure. But Lao Tzu, I remember, and I'm not sure if it's a saying from him or a story, he was known to, like, you need to introvert yourself, you need to always self-reflect, you need to find yourself and so on, with the help of yourself and so on. And I think it's his saying, or a story of his where he was sleeping one day and he dreamt or was dreaming that he was a butterfly. And then when he woke up, he was like he realized that he's in his human form, in his human body. He actually started to ask himself the question, like, am I a butterfly that's actually genius. Like, he started to ask himself the question, am I a butterfly who dreams of being a human, or am I a human dreaming of being a butterfly? Like, philosophy is really hard. And I don't know what it means or what his philosophy is. I'm sorry, I really know more about Western philosophers. Sun Tzu, also, he's maybe the most, the figure that I know most about from those three. He was actually a general in China, and he was also what is it called? He established a philosophy of military philosophy or whatever. And he also wrote the well-known book, The Art of War. And a lot of people, when they talk about battles and how they went back and forth, and the tactics that people used in those wars or battles, they often refer to that book or those writings. I think that the oldest writing was found on a bamboo stick with his rules of war. And one of maybe most interesting rules that I know about is like you should not allow your troops to have a path where they can retreat. Why? Because that affects their psyche, and then they need to fight. So they're encouraged to fight till the end. Let's say, and then some people talk about D-Day, where like you just embark the troops on a beach and there's no way back. You can only go, like advance and try to break the enemy lines. And Confucius, I really don't, I mean, he's a known figure and I should know more about him, but unfortunately I don't know much about his philosophy and teachings and where he went and what he did. But as far as I know, he had also a saying that goes something in a line with, I think it's called the Golden Rule in English for Christianity. In a sense, the saying, don't do to others what you don't want people to do to you. So, like, don't be an a-hole to others if you don't want them to be a-holes to you. And yeah, that's probably the only thing that I know about Confucius. And he was, I think, also around the 6th century BC or 5th, something like that. But I think that the costumes are great that they made for everyone. Okay, I hope that we're going to get even more replies than 1,300 like in the last video. If you enjoyed this video, just hit the like button. If you have additional information, corrections, interesting information about those people, personalities, or timelines, or whatever, just let us know in the comment section below. And if you liked it, once again, if you want to be part of our community, just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell that you don't miss out new videos. And I think that I had a good t-shirt that fits to the topic, or to the fact that we're discussing a music video. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed it once again. I'm out. See you until next time.